Hello there, and welcome to Mono Blue Week, a special series where I post a new deck tech each day, starting with the most friendly and casual builds, and then day by day progressing to stuff that are a bit more me. Mono Blue Week Day 2, Alrund, God of the Cosmos. Alrund is 3 and double blue god from Kaldheim that gets +1/+1 for each card in hand and each photo-owned card we have in exile, and has a second ability that reads: at the beginning of your end step, choose a card type, then reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put all cards of the chosen type revealed this way into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Additionally, he has a flip side, as Haka the Whispering Raven, which is 1 generic and 1 blue mana for a 2/3 flying crow creature that returns to your hand on dealing damage, and also letting you scry too. This ability allows for an early commander play as Haka, followed up next turn by attack into scry into recast of Alrund, so that we can immediately gain value from the scry we just did. It is important to know that while Alrund also grows stronger for each card we have foretold, the focus of the deck is hand size, and not the foretold mechanic, which has minimal presence. The goal of today's build shares some aspects with my Kozima deck from yesterday, in the sense that it heavily focuses on having a massive hand of cards, but is less dependent of a bit gimmicky mechanic of bouncing and replaying lands, with the downside that Alrund is a lot more hands-on commander, no pun intended, meaning we have to try and keep him alive for as long as possible. The way the game ends is with commander damage or regular damage from huge creatures. As always, let us start there. Like I already mentioned, some of the creatures are already familiar, such as Aeon Chronicler, Body of Knowledge, Sturmgeist, Sir Eleanor the Discerning, Psychosis Crawler, and Soramaru First to Dream. As you can see, all of these creatures grow in size proportionate to our hand, and either draw cards themselves, or have another synergy with drawing cards. Ministerial Garrison and Robobrain Warmind are new inclusions that grow only in power, but not in toughness, and can also draw some cards, although that is not guaranteed. Like yesterday, I again included Mordenkainen, who should predominantly be used to create a huge dog illusion token that has power and toughness equal to twice our hand size. Tassa God of the Sea and Gadwick the Wizened can help our huge beaters to connect more easily, as well as providing our utility. Descendant of Soramaru is cheap card that can provide massive value, but letting us stack the top X cards of our library, where X is the number of cards in our hand. Our creatures include Juicy Apprentice, that can draw a card and once flipped, can provide even more cards. Triskaidekaphale, which can be a fun backup win condition. Chasm Skulker, that grows in size for each card drawn, and Royal Drake, which is perfect lieutenant for Alrund. On the high end, Meteor Golem and Scourger fleets provide solid single and mass removal respectively. The Artifacts and Enchantment package aims to complement our general strategy. It includes Crystal Ball, Treasure Map, and Soothsaying that ensure that we can get maximum value from Alrund's second ability. I also added Sensei's Divining Top and Scroll Rock, and for the purposes of power levels, I don't consider them good stuff cards, because they actually synergize with our commander. Our cards aim to assist us in combat, such as Key to the City for unblockability, Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Dreams who also give haste and protection, Imperial Plate and Hand of Vecna are solid equipment that can double in size most of our creatures, while Behold the Unspeakable can turn into a massive threat while providing our initial value. Few other notable mentions are the Magic Mirror, which is not as hard to cast as one might think, and synergizes well with our strategy. Wizard class, that can draw cards and become a threat on its own, and Teferi's Aegis Insight, as we have quite a few ways to draw extra cards. For ramp I put Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Sky Diamond, Replicating Ring, Tran Dynamo, as well as Thought Vessel and Decanter of Endless Water, that give us unlimited hand size. Lastly, Spine of Ishsa is an expected addition in a mono blue deck. Unlike yesterday, the list of instant and sorceries is quite extensive and includes Brainstorm, Ponder and Sailor Visions as cheap cantrips that maximize the value we get from Alrund. Draw options include Bluesun's Zenith, Commander's Insight, Diviner's Portent, Pull from Tomorrow, Behold the Multiverse, Flow of Knowledge, Flow of Ideas, and Commence the Endgame, which also creates a massive token. For interaction I run Arcane Denial, Counterspell, Negate, Soul with Coming, Stoic Rebuttal, and Test of Talents as counters. Rapid Hybridization, Capsize, and Ravenform as single target removal, as well as Anger of the Shore, Washout, Aether Gale, and Spectral Deluge for mass removal. The mana base holds little surprises, except Thyroid Sanctum, which is a very thematic and useful land that can give Alrund an indestructible counter. Avalanche are Blast Zone and Demolition Field for dealing with problematic permanents. Castle Ventress for the Scry synergy. Myriad Landscape for ramp. Reliquary Tower for unlimited hand size, and Rogue's Passage for getting in that last bit of damage. Last are of course 28 basic islands, for a total of 35 land cards. At the end I'll mention the deck's power level, which amounts to a solid 6. This of course is according to my own cookie scale, and if you're interested you can check out the dedicated video for further details. I hope to see you tomorrow for where we take a sharp turn from Pound Town into Valor City. Excuse me a moment, yes? What do you mean Pound Town means something else? Let me go. As always, thank you for watching. Cheers.